Many people in Europe are tired of the Ukrainian issue. Many people are tired of the need to discuss the fate of Ukrainian state, although Ukraine is not popular as a territory to discuss anymore by the policymakers. The conflict is still on and people still die almost every day. Not only soldiers but also civilians. So why security issues forms and shapes migration in Ukraine, and why it creates a different type of migration. It's not only labor migration or education or marriage, it's forced. So people are forcibly moved because it's not possible to live in the area affected by war. And I think that probably, despite all the fatigue, the policymakers and the media should pay attention to the conflict in Ukraine as something which creates challenges in migration, challenges in political sphere, and which might cause further troubles for the whole Europe, because Ukraine is the largest country in Europe, by the way. I mean, the territory is the largest. And it's quite an unprecedented experience of allowing such conflict in the center of Europe and allowing 1.7 million people become displaced internally, and some 1 million are refugees seeking asylum somewhere else. It's quite an unprecedented experience for Europe. So I think this is new for Ukraine and this is new for the region. And when we speak about migration in this part of Europe, I think we should focus on this new phenomenon, which is people displaced by war. I think the most successful story over the last 2 years, or probably more, is the visa liberalization regime for Ukraine, which is seen as a huge symbolic asset for the population and which is used as a push factor for the authorities to implement changes that they would not have implemented without this kind of carrot, in front of the horse. Without a collective international response to the risks which we see in Ukraine, I think that further devastating changes will bring to further challenges for the whole region. Because as long as Ukraine is able to adjust itself to the current problems and handles the problem of IDPs, you will not see any influx of refugees from Ukraine in Europe. But if the conflict evolves, I think the risk is high. So the policymakers should probably think of the possible consequences of being just concerned, about the conflicts inside Europe.